In the United States today, there is a severe feral cat overpopulation crisis. Estimates on the number of the cats run into the tens of millions, and they can be found in virtually every community. Feral cats are too wild to be handled or easily adopted. They originate from lost or abandoned cats whose former owners did not get them neutered, and also from pet cats who are unsterilized and allowed to roam.
The feral cat population contributes to a rise in the intake numbers for animal care and control, as well as the euthanasia numbers.
Feral cats have an impact on native North American wildlife through a variety of roles. One is as a predator. They may be a predator, eat songbirds, ground nesting birds. So the size of that impact varies considerably, as well as the vulnerability of wildlife to cat predation.
Doing nothing doesn't solve the problems of public health concerns. It doesn't solve the problem of predation because we don't decrease the numbers of cats. It doesn't solve the problem of animal welfare, both for the cats and for other animals they interact with. It also doesn't decrease nuisance complaints, which can be the major driving force for some of the government agencies.
There are many reasons why trap and remove efforts typically fail to reduce feral cat populations. For one, there are usually so many cats out there, and very few communities have the kind of animal control resources to even attempt to trap enough of them to make a significant difference. When you come in and you trap the cats and take them away, but you don't alter the habitat, it's an opportunity for new unsterilized cats to move into the territory, take advantage of the now available food and shelter, and begin the reproductive cycle all over again. TNR works to reduce feral cat populations by stopping further reproduction. It involves trapping all the cats who live together in a colony, getting them spayed and neutered, vaccinated for rabies, and then marking them for identification by tipping their left ear. The cats who are too wild to be adopted are then returned to the original territory, where a caretaker provides food and shelter over the long term.
There's often an immediate reduction when the friendly cats or the very small kittens that can be tamed are placed up for adoption and removed from the colony permanently. Of those cats that are returned to the colony, they gradually die of natural causes over time, and by this attrition, the colony size is reduced or even eliminated.
Fewer cats in general will lead to less of an impact in every way, whether it's on local shelters, public health concerns, or wildlife.
If we want to bring the numbers of feral cats down, we really need to have a broad-based, a community-wide approach. And that's going to involve veterinarians, wildlife advocates, animal shelters, health professionals, municipal officials, who all come together to embrace the idea of Trap-Neuter-Return.
Newburyport is located on Massachusetts' northern shore and the mouth of the Merrimack River. Back in the early 1990s, Newburyport had a severe feral cat problem with hundreds of the cats living along the riverfront. The community came together to come up with a humane, effective solution. They decided on Trap-Neuter-Return.
When we started in 1992, we had 300 cats on the waterfront. In the first year, we trapped 200 cats. We adopted out 100 cats in that first year. And by 1998, we reached 100% sterilization. And here we are now at 2007, and we only have 6 cats on the Newburyport waterfront.
As far as nuisance complaints go, once we've had this program enacted about 6 months ago, we've noticed that the amount of phone calls we received have drastically dropped.
The animal welfare community needs to move beyond the debate of whether we should sterilize the feral cat population and instead focus on ways to best get this done.